Vandeham Shri Guru Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurum
So, Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to the 62nd episode of Paripraśna. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is filled with so many nectarian pastimes. We have been relishing them one after another. So, the current pastime that we have been discussing is the wonderful pastime of Maharaja Prithu. And we have already seen how his divine appearance came from churning of his own father's body, that was Vena, and then his glorious coronation, all the wonderful praises that were showered upon him. And also in the previous episode, we got a glimpse into his prowess in that he could even chastise Mother Earth and force her into submission and retrieve all the wonderful producers that she was hiding within herself. So today we will move from one wonderful pastime to another. So there is going to be this tussle, the conflict between the king of heaven, Indra, and the king of earth, Maharaja Prithu. So why exactly this conflict happens and how this conflict is going to get resolved, all that and more, we are going to discuss by way of trying to cover two amazing chapters. So chapter number 19 and chapter 20 from Canto 4 of Srimad Bhagavatam. So chapter 19 is titled King Prithu's 100 horse sacrifices, and chapter 20 is titled Lord Vishnu's appearance in the sacrificial arena of Maharaj Prithu. So what makes this pastime wonderful, and what are the amazing instructions and lessons that we can draw for our own benefit? So all that and more we are going to get by way of discussing, inquiring and learning from His Holiness Bhakti Padma Saurav Pracharak Swami Maharaj. So Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranams, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
So Maharaj, this very, very nice pastime begins by way of Maitreya Muni starting to narrate where exactly this Ashwamedha Yajna was being performed. So I'll just quote the shloka. Maitreya Uvacha Atha Dikshata Raja Tu Hayamedashatena Saha Brahma Varte Manokshetre Yatra Prachi Saraswati. The great sage Maitreya continued, My dear Vidura, King Prithu initiated the performance of 100 horse sacrifices at the spot where the river Saraswati flows towards the east. This piece of land is known as Brahmavarta and it was controlled by Swayambhuva Manu. So Maharaj, first let's talk a little bit about the place that was chosen. So this Brahmavarta Manokshetre, the place where Swayambhuva Manu reigned. So where exactly is this place? And also, what is the significance of choosing an appropriate place for the kind of activity one performs? For example, like Kurukshetra war, they specifically chose Kurukshetra as the place where they were going to fight for about 18 days. Anytime they do tapasya, we see, oh, such and such a person went to Mandarachala Parvata or Dhruva Maharaj went to Madhuvana. So they choose certain places. And here for 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas, the place chosen by King Prithu is Brahmavarta. So what is the significance of choosing the right place for the right activity?
Yes, there is always right place for every activity. But geographically, I exactly don't know where it is.
Okay.
We have to do some research about it. I've done many kinds of research of different places which are there in the Bhagavatam. But this somehow I did not find out. If you know, you can tell that.
Okay.
Principally, time, place, and circumstance for an activity is very important. Without time, place, and circumstance, the activity will not lead its complete result. So choosing a place for a particular activity, that's always been a science. It's not just you can choose any place for any activity. Like for example, Naimisharanya, that is the place where Manomayam Chakram that fell down, that is the place where Yajna is supposed to be performed. So place has its own significance. So Brahmavarta is a space because at the time of Prithu Maharaj, these places are all intercontinental. It is not just only on earth. And river Saraswati would flow not only just on earth, it is a celestial river like Ganga, Tripadagamini, Swardhuni. These are the names of Ganga. She flows in higher planetary systems also.
Okay.
So the confluence of the rivers of Saraswati and Drishadvati, that place is known as Brahmavarta. So we need to find, because there are many places named as Brahmavarta.
Oh.
Which exactly is the place? Now it had to be identified. If I find something like that, the next episode I will tell you.
Sure, Maharaj. Thank you. So Maharaj, so in this place, the place of Brahmavarta, Hayameda Shatena Saha. So Prithu Maharaj is about to conduct Hayameda Shatena. So Haya is horse. So 100 horse sacrifices. So much long ago, when you had taken us through this vivid description of this yoga ladder, so Karma Kanda was not even on the yoga ladder. So Karma Kanda is generally kind of looked down upon, that it is fruitive activity. It keeps you bound in the cycle of birth and death. It can only get punya but not bhakti. But time and again, we see even great devotee kings. Like in Canto 1, we saw Yudhishthir Maharaj, how he performed Ashwamedha Yajna under the supervision of Krishna himself. And here, Prithu is also a wonderful devotee, not just a devotee, he is Shaktiavesh avatar. So he is also undertaking 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. Lord Rama himself did Ashwamedha Yajna. So why do they perform Karmakanda activities when generally for devotees Karmakanda is not recommended?
For example, if I ask you a question, Graha Pravesha, is it Karmakanda or pure devotional service?
It depends on the consciousness with which one performs.
That's what it is.
I answered mine. Yeah.
So when you are Krishna conscious while performing activities, it may be Karmakanda activities, it may be general activities, that makes you Krishna conscious. It is not the activity, but the consciousness behind the activity that's important.
Okay.
So now that is why Krishna says in the Bhagavad, Yad karoshi, yad juhoshi, yad ashnashi, yad tapasasi kaunteya, tad kurushva madarpanam. So yad juhoshi means whatever sacrifices you do, if it is done as a offering to me, then that is called karma yoga.
Okay. So
now when somebody is doing Ashwamedha Yajna, understanding the Adhyatma behind Ashwamedha Yajna, then that is though an activity of karma, but it is actually an offering to Krishna, so it becomes karma yoga. Moment you connect Krishna, karma with Krishna, that becomes karma yoga.
Okay.
When you see karma independent of Krishna, that is called a kriya, that's all. Karma, it may be Vedic or non-Vedic, it's just a kriya. So there is one book, I not read that book, but I heard about a book called The Adhyatma Within the Ashwamedha. The spirituality within Ashwamedha Yajna. Ashwa means horse. Our body is having 5 senses, and these senses are compared to horses. Medha means to destroy. So by performance of Ashwamedha, you are actually controlling your senses.
Interesting.
So a process of there is a process to control our senses, that is sacrifice. So it is Srimad Bhagavatam who actually told in every section of the Veda, Adhyecha, Madhyecha, Antyecha, Sarvatra Harer Giyate. In the beginning, in the middle, and the end, there is only Hari being glorified. In the beginning means in the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas. In the middle, Upasana Kanda section of the Vedas. Antyecha in the Upanishads. Who is glorified? Hari is glorified. So even the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas are actually glorifying Hari, provided you see the glorification within those verses. So there is a commentary, Rig Veda Bhashya by Sripad Madhvacharya. He is the first Acharya to comment on the Karma Kanda section of the Vedas to show that how there is Vedanta within Karma Kanda, there is Bhakti within Karma Kanda. If you see it, then it is no more karma kanda. It is bhakti. If you don't see it, then even bhakti is not bhakti.
So for somebody who is on the devotional path, how essential are these activities to be performed? Although the consciousness is to please the Supreme Lord, like Griha Pravesha you mentioned. So what if one does not do Griha Pravesha? We'll just pray to the Lord and we will enter. I'm a devotee.
So then enter the ashram. Why enter a house then? No, you want no, I want this kind of bungalow. I want my house to interior like that. Then that is you're a devotee. Then be a devotee. Then you devote everything to Krishna. So I'm a devotee. So I'll get my daughter married without calling anyone and without having any program, and just let her marry. Just do Nam Sankirtan. Okay, they're married now. So will you do that? No. You want to call a priest, you want to do that, you want patience, because that means you are doing it. You as long as you have a body, you have to do some material activity. Your responsibility to do, and you have to do it for Krishna. That's how it becomes karma yoga. And if that is the case, then why at all you should get married? Why you require to do a job? You know, just depend on Hari, just chant Hare Krishna. So these things are not required only when you are the level of Haridas Thakur. You are not.
So for most of us, we still have to do these samskaras, but with the right consciousness.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is the reason Srila Gopala Bhatta Goswami gives this one book called Sat Kriya Saradipika, where all the sanskaras are mentioned. So that you will be, when you do the karma, you will not be affected by, your Vaishnavata will not be affected. You will be safeguarded from your Vaishnavata.
Okay. So Maharaj, we see now that Indra is going to get envious. So I'll just quote here. Tad abhipretya bhagavan karma tishayam atmanaha shatakraturna mamrishe prutor yajna mahotsavam. When the most powerful Indra, the king of heaven, saw this, he considered the fact that King Prithu was going to exceed him in fruitive activities. Thus, Indra could not tolerate the great sacrificial ceremonies performed by King Prithu. So Maharaj, Shatakratu, so Indra's another name, he who has performed 100 Ashwamedha sacrifices, and here Prithu is also undertaking similar endeavor. So Indra, in spite of being the king of heaven, I mean, it must be quite intoxicating for somebody in that position. If we have ordinarily 10-15 people under us itself, it's quite likely that we may become proud. And here 33 crore devatas come and bow down in front of him. And he is the king of the heavens, the place aspired by so many. But still, he is getting insecure and he is feeling threatened that King Prithu is performing 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas. So how come even somebody like Indra is not free from envy and insecurity?
Actually, those who are having more followers, more wealth, more position, they are having more insecurity. If somebody doesn't have anything, why he should be insecure? Because he's nothing to lose.
Yes.
The more things you have, the more fear is there of losing. If you don't have, where is the fear of losing? Suppose you don't have a single paisa and you're traveling in the train, you have a nice sleep. But if you're carrying 1 lakh rupee cash under your head and you're sleeping, then will you sleep? No, you'll not be able to sleep. You'll always anxiety. There are not, isn't it? So natural.
So what is he so attached to because of which he is envious of King Prithu? Attachment that Prithu may come after his seat or his title called Shatakratu, that he will also get this title?
Yeah, definitely. He has this problem. Anybody who has some uh, uh, something to lose and they find a competitor, immediately they become very upset. Why is he becoming competitor? Maybe he may lose. I may lose my position because of him. So I have to do something to him. So it's very natural.
So, Maharaj, if you could also clarify the position of Indra. So, in just one of the recent episodes, you had called him Purandara. So, you said how demigods, it's not a person but a position, and right now Indra is called Purandara. But here in this whole chapter and the next, Indra is sometimes called Bhagavan. And also in some verses, it said he is as good as Vishnu, he's the body of Vishnu. So, how do we understand his position properly?
You call a district collector the government, isn't it? For you, he is a representative of the government. The same way he is a representative of Bhagavan. His nature is that of a materialistic devotee. He's a devotee, he knows Krishna is Supreme Lord, but he's so materialistic. He's so attached. That's his problem. But he's a great personality. He's very powerful. That is why he got the position of Indra. Somebody does 100 sacrifices, then only they get the position of Indra. Not just ordinary. He's not ordinary person. He's very powerful, very earnest, and he knows Dharma, all these things. But when it comes to personal position, he becomes insecure. That's his problem. Indra is a post. The present Indra's name is Purandara. Every Manvantara, Indra changes. Every 71 Yuga Chakras, Indra changes. Indra, Manu, Manuputras, Rishis, they all change. Some presiding demigods, they all change. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll quickly read a few translations, how not just about the number of sacrifices, but even the way Prithu is performing these sacrifices. It is said he excelled Indra. So in about 7 verses, these are being described. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, is present in everyone's heart as the Super Soul, and he is the proprietor of all planets and the enjoyer of the results of all sacrifices. He was personally present at the sacrifices made by King Prithu. When Lord Vishnu appeared in the sacrificial arena, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and all the chief predominating personalities of every planet, as well as their followers, came with him. When he appeared on the scene, the residents of Gandharva Loka, the great sages, and the residents of Apsara Loka all praised him. The Lord was accompanied by the residents of Siddha Loka, Vidyadhara Loka, all the descendants of Diti and the demons and the Yakshas. He was also accompanied by his chief associates headed by Sunanda, Nanda, great devotees who were always engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as well as the great sages named Kapila, Narada, Dattatreya, and masters of mystic powers headed by Sanaka Kumara, all attended the great sacrifice with Lord Vishnu. So like this, it continues in just a few more verses, how wonderfully King Prithu is performing these sacrifices. So Maharaj, seeing this, Indra waited until 99 sacrifices, and when he was about to perform the 100th sacrifice, so there is a very nice description of how Indra comes in different garbs, and especially he accepts the attire of a sadhu without the spirit of a sadhu, a renunciant, and he comes and steals the horse. So why is this so important? Like a thief coming as a thief in a normal this thing and stealing is one thing, but like Indra is doing here, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is calling him a heretic. Like what is heretic? And why him assuming the garb of a renunciant and performing this stealing activity is far more grave than a thief coming as a thief and stealing.
That is where all the heretics come into. So, the word which has been used for heretic is pakhandam. Pakhanda means that you don't follow the varnashrama. You don't follow the Vedic principles. Then you are a heretic. You are a pakhanda.
Okay.
You want to show that I am a sannyasi, but you are not. You want to show that I am a Brahmana and I am doing all the sacrifice, but you are not. You want to show that I am religious, but you are not religious. So this is called Pakanda. If somebody is irreligious and then he's saying I'm a religious person, fine. But if you are showing to be religious but you're not religious, then the problem comes. Now, why Indra took the dress of a sannyasi is that a king cannot arrest a sannyasi.
Okay.
Sannyasis are not supposed to be arrested. They are beyond all. So he thought, let me cheat with Prithu by wearing the dress of a sannyasi, Akhandi. And then still if I am caught, then I'll not be punished. So that was the reason why he took the disguise, made people think adharma to be dharma. Ye dharme dharma vibramaha, pakandam. So when Atri saw Indra, he was a heretic. That's the reason he took the sannyasa, vesha, but he was not a sannyasi.
So even in current times, there are swindlers in the form of saints. Not all, of course, but we have to be quite cautious in accepting devotion also. So how does one distinguish between a real, genuine saint versus a swindler who pretends like they are saint?
The question is why they are swindlers?
Mm-hmm.
Why they are cheaters? Because there are many people who want to be cheated. So why there are apples available in the market? Because many people want to buy it. In the same way, why there are cheaters available in the market? Because many people want to be cheated. So to identify, first you need to identify yourself about your genuinity. If you're genuine, you'll get genuine. If you're not genuine, you'll not get genuine. Simple. If you're genuinely interested, then you'll get. Krishna arranges. So the problem is that not that there are many cheaters in society, because you yourself are a cheater, you want to cheat yourself, then you get cheaters. If you want sincere spiritual knowledge, then you will get. And what is the symptom of it? They speak only scripture, because scripture is eternal. Individuals are not. So as long as they are speaking scripture, then they have to be accepted. So there are many people who are speaking scripture, then are they speaking scripture from their mental faculty? Are they speaking scripture according to the Guru Parampara? So there are basically two kinds of Guru Paramparas. One is the Mayavad, the other one is Vaishnava. So if somebody is not having that genuine taste for rasa in Krishna consciousness, they'll have Brahmavad or Mayavad, then they do some practices of some sense control. But if you're genuinely seeking happiness, true happiness, that is Ananda, then Krishna will send you a person from the four bona fide sampradayas.
Okay. So Maharaj, just now you talked about sampradaya, bona fide sampradaya. So here repeatedly, so like you said, the son of Prithu went chasing after Indra, and then Atri is telling, kill him. And then, however, he stops because he sees that he is in a renunciant's garb. So he is merciful and compassionate and he does not kill. But however, Indra, he does not learn from this. Of course, his son is called Vijitashva. He won the horse and came back. But Indra doesn't stop again and again. I mean, how embarrassing that he does not give up. He's so stubborn. And repeatedly he comes in different garbs. And again, he's stealing the horse. So here it is called, what is it? Channaha. So again, disguise of heretic. So he introduced a lot of apasampradayas. So if you can throw some light, here in the description, it is given how it refers to Jainism, Buddhism, and even some cult of Lord Shiva also. So if you can throw some light in current time, what do these apasampradayas look like?
So, Upasajya tamastivram jaha Jaharashvam punarharihi chalasya yupataschanno hiranya sanam vipu. So he created some intense darkness. It was very powerful. Indra was very powerful. And he came in the Channa disguise and stole the horse again, along with the golden rope. There was a golden rope which was tied, with which the horse was tied to the sacrificial altar.
Right.
So in this way, he created darkness, and from there, many forms of sampradayas started. So they have started their own sampradaya with the idea to spoil the sacrifice. They thought, oh, Indra was not killed by Prithu's son. So we'll start our own sampradaya. So from that, the many pakandas came, pashandas came, with many different symbols. Pakanda. So these pakandas are being described like this. There are some who accept the renounced order. First he accepted clothes and then later rejected it. And they are known as the Jains, the Digambaras. And there are some people who wear dark red clothes, and they are Buddhist. And there are some more who are the followers of Lord Shiva who carry skull. And there are so many other people who are resembling Dharma, but they're actually not real Dharma. So they may be very skillful in logic and argument, but there is no ananda in their life. So in this way, so many different kinds of papadharmas came into existence. So this Jaina and Buddha, they are anti-Vedic. They don't accept Veda as authority. And they are atheistic, non-Vedic atheism. And of course, it starts off with ahimsa, paramo dharma, and lands up in not even sparing a cockroach. They eat it. So these are the Buddhists. They call themselves Buddhists. And also there are some, they wear a sannyasi, they just roam around. In Thailand, there are Buddhists, and they say monk. They can try out being a monk for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Strange kind of philosophy they have. And they can drink alcohol, eat anything, any animal, anything which moves, they just eat and then say, I'm a monk. Of course, these Jainas, they pass stool and urine and think that is transcendental. Anti-Vedic. They're not one, two, there are many offshoots of them. But some of them are, everything started from there. Prithu Maharaj. Last time Indra taking up different dresses. Yeah.
So Maharaj, if you permit me, I can ask one more question, a little offshoot of this. So we are seeing how Indra introduced all these apadharmas, apasampradayas, just because he was insecure of his position and he did not even care. He stooped down to this level, misguiding so many innocent people. So now ISKCON, of course, ISKCON is bona fide. We know it is coming under Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, Vaishnava, one of the Vaishnava Sampradayas. It's definitely genuine. But however, even within ISKCON now, the Ritvik system we get to hear that it is deviation, it is apasampradaya and all that. So as per Shastra, So the Ritvik system within ISKCON, is it bona fide, not bona fide? Is it an apasampradaya? What do you have to say?
Is there any book explaining the Ritvik system of Diksha?
Not that
There
I
is no
know of.
Siddhanta.
Yeah.
And everybody has a different version of Ritvik system.
Mhm.
I have in not contact, I have many friends who are splinter groups of the Ritvik, so-called Ritvik system.
Mhm.
Everybody has different version.
Oh, okay.
Everybody has their own different version.
Mhm.
And on the other side, so-called other camp, what do you call it? Camp, other camp, the Guru camp.
Yes.
Everybody has their own idea of Guru initiation.
Mhm.
So, they both have their problem. There's no idea what it is.
Mm.
So I'm just being very frank.
Mhm.
Once I gave a class on Pancha Sanskara. The topic came and I had to give a class on Pancha Sanskar
Okay.
in Vrindavan. And after that, it was many years back, maybe 10, 15 years back.
Mm.
One devotee paid obeisances to me, and I also paid obeisances because he seemed very elderly,
Okay.
and he was Western bodied. And then he introduced, you may not be knowing me.
Mm.
Thank you very much for today's class.
Mm.
I told, okay, I was just stunned because he seems very elderly, powerful personality, charismatic person.
Mm.
I forgot his name. He said some name.
Okay.
He told, I am initiating Guru in ISKCON and Prabhupada disciple.
Uh-huh.
Then I've been initiating people for more than 15 years. 15, 20 years I've been initiating people.
Mm.
But today I came to know what is initiation.
Wow. Mm.
So ultimately what matters is knowledge,
Mm.
scripture. We try to find some quotations of Prabhupada and
Yes.
try to make a point. That is not the system.
Mm.
The system is you speak the scripture. Directly go to the scriptures. Learn it.
Mm.
So if you don't do that, then you land up into the heretic thought process
Yes. Yes.
of quoting. If you quote one quotation from one acharya, there will be exactly opposite quote from somewhere else.
Yeah.
One place Srila Prabhupada says that you have to read Acharya's commentaries. Other place he says just read my books.
Mm.
So when one devotee told me, you just have to read Prabhupada books. Then in the Prabhupada books, he says that you read Acharya's commentary then.
Yeah.
So he just kept quiet.
Mm.
So read scripture.
Yes.
That's the main thing. Purvaja Acharyas are there. For what are they? Guru, Sadhu and Shastra.
Mm.
So if there is any confusion from Shastra, approach the Guru. If you are in confusion after hearing from Guru, then you read hear the Sadhu. Sadhus means previous Acharyas.
Yeah.
In the previous Acharyas, there is no system of Ritvik.
Mm.
If that was the case, then why did Jiva Goswami, like we have Narottam Das Thakur,
Mm.
Lokanath. Lokanath told Narottam Das Thakur to go and learn from Jiva Goswami.
Mm.
And Narottam Das Thakur's Diksha Guru is Lokanath Goswami.
Mm.
So there has been a history of initiation, person to person. There is no history of any that I am giving on behalf of someone and all these things. It was never there in the history.
Yeah.
In the history. So if you see from this point of view, they both have problems
Mm.
because both don't refer to script.
Mm.
They refer to some quotation from here, some quotation from here, and then they try to find. Our pramana is Shastra, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. When you fall back onto scriptures, there is absolutely no doubt about it. There will be no any pashanda. And okay, if that system of Ritvik, whatever system it may be, why it was revealed only in 1994, 95, 96, I don't know it.
Yeah.
Those people who are there, who introduced this thing, when did they have this revelation? If that is the case, then why did they take initiation from?
Yeah.
Right, well, they took initiation. So that means then you have to change your name. See, you took initiation from someone, then you have to change your name, isn't it? You have to change. Yeah, Prabhupada should have given you.
Yes.
I heard there's one sannyasi also. Where did he take sannyas from them?
Yeah, mysterious.
And the promoters of all these brahmacharis. So,
yes.
Where is it mentioned? So on this side of the same thing, both camps have their own.
Yeah.
Right, not right or wrong. Scripture. Come out of it. Ignorance is the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Maharaj, just for the benefit, just like, Indra introduced these Apasampradaya, so many innocent people just like that following. So similarly, this Ritvik Apasampradaya, also so many innocent people are just getting misguided. So in their interest, one of the counter arguments that we may hear in this case is you repeatedly said, Guru, Shastra, Sadhu, go back to the scriptures, go back to the scriptures. But however, now let's say if they argue saying that, oh, our Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, he is so empowered that he did so many unprecedented things. So he has introduced, just like Gayatri Diksha for women was not given before, but our Acharya did it. So similarly, he's done a few things unprecedented. So similarly, he introduced Ritvik. You may not find it in scripture, but Srila Prabhupada has introduced. If they say like this, what is the validity of such a counter argument?
Who said there was no Gayatri? Women were not chanting Gayatri. Ramayana talks about Sita doing Gayatri, Sandhya. But it was not prevalent. No Acharya will go against scripture. That is why it's called Acharya. He is Acharya because he is Acharya Titi Acharya. So he will not change the principles. Certain social norms can be changed. Social circumstances, social norms can be changed.
Okay.
So Siddhanta cannot be changed, but Smritis can always be changed. According to time, place, and circumstance. Smriti is application of your philosophy. And Sripal Vallabhacharya, when he went to Gujarat, he found out a businessman, so he made a system of worship for them. Get up early in the morning, 4:30, 5 o'clock, start your worship, finish everything by 10 o'clock, 10:30, you are done, and you go to your work, go to your business. So they don't have to, they put the Lord to sleep. All the Pancharatric activities which happens from morning till night happens within 5 o'clock, it's over.
Okay.
Lala goes to sleep now. So he made a system like that. But did he change that any principles, basic principles? Principles can never be changed. But some systems can be adjusted according to the according to time, place, and circumstance. If you change the principle itself, there's no. But then, on behalf of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and give initiation, did Bhakti Thakur say that? Okay. Now, among all the disciples of Bhakti Thakur, even at least one should be knowing the heart of Bhakti Thakur. All are not fools.
Yes. Yes.
At least Bhakti Thakur would have told one of them that from now onwards, you are going to initiate on my behalf. Anything like that? No. It has never been heard. There's no precedence for it.
Okay.
That doesn't justify what's happening.
Yes.
On the name of initiation.
I'm
not justifying that. Yeah.
So somehow or other, if somebody has come under the Chai Chatra, the shelter of such Apasampradaya, they are also chanting, they are also believing in Prabhupada, doing so many things, but somehow they are under this. So what is the destination of such people, and what would you suggest that those people should?
They'll go back home back to her because they're chanting Hare Krishna.
Mm, mm, mm.
There's no problem for them.
Okay.
It all started because of some managerial issues. So a philosophy was born.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So Maharaj, this coming back to the Indra introducing all these apadharmas. So what is the nature of insecurity that somebody can stoop down to any level? I mean, he's not an ordinary person, he's Indra. And is he not aware that he is making a mistake? Is he not aware that he is misleading so many people? He's creating a long-term damage by introducing all these things. So why? What is the nature of insecurity that makes somebody do such things?
When somebody is having self-interest,
Mm-hmm.
he's not bothered about what's going to happen to others.
Mm-hmm.
As simple as that. Let the whole world go to hell. I should be happy. I want what I want. That is more important. Mm. So naturally, such people should never be in leadership.
Okay.
Because they, instead of sacrificing, they'll sacrifice.
What did you say, Maharaj? Instead of sacrifice, you said something?
Instead of sacrificing, they'll sacrifice.
Oh, okay.
They're supposed to sacrifice their life for the benefit of others.
Yeah.
Now what they'll do? They'll sacrifice others.
Yes, yes. So naturally, Indra is unsuccessful in spite of all his multiple attempts to steal the horse. And then finally, Prithu says, I myself will go kill. And the priests are forbidding him, no, no, you are the Yajamana of the Yajna. You should not do this. We can't get Indra killed. But however, they say, we will chant mantras and he himself will come into the sacrifice and fall here. So Maharaj, now this last episode that comes in this chapter, 19th chapter, Brahma's intervention here. So it's very, very interesting that Brahma is instructing and giving feedback to Prithu and not to Indra, who is actually doing the mistake. So why does he approach Prithu and not Indra?
In higher level of management, or the highest level of manager, he is not interested in giving justice.
Okay.
He's interested in what is beneficial for everyone.
Very nice. Okay.
So what is right, what is wrong, that is not important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me take it. Who is right, who is wrong, that is not important.
Mm-hmm.
What is right, what is wrong is important.
Mm-hmm.
More than that, what is appropriate and what is inappropriate, that is important.
What do you mean, Maharaj? What is appropriate, what is inappropriate? How is that different from what is right and what is
For example, in this story,
Mm-hmm.
we know that Indra is wrong and Prithu is right.
Yes.
Number one.
Mm.
And we know that the right thing is that Indra should be punished and Prithu Maharaj should be rewarded.
Yes.
Yeah. But that is not very important. What is important is
Mm-hmm.
what is appropriate, what is beneficial for the entire mankind. That is more important.
Mm-hmm.
So knowledge or spirituality is beyond justice.
Okay.
So Brahma did not come here as a judge. He came as a teacher.
Okay.
So he is teaching to the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Indra is like that. But you know who is Indra?
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of Indra, he is a Yad yajno bhagavat tanuhu. He is Bhagavat tanuhu.
Mm.
He is the body of the Lord. Hmm. So now, if you kill Indra,
Mm.
you may be right, but it is not appropriate.
Okay.
Now, if you kill Indra, then actually you are killing whom? Krishna. You are cutting the part of the Supreme Lord because he is Bhagavat Tanu. And you are doing sacrifice for whom?
For Bhagavat,
Krishna,
yeah.
Bhagavan.
Mm.
And you are sacrificing him.
Mm.
So, it's not appropriate. Now, Indra is a personification of sacrifice. It is like, Srila Vishwanath Thakur used an example, very interesting example.
Uh-huh.
It is like throwing milk in fire.
Mm. Mm.
You are worshipping Lord Krishna through the demigods.
Mm.
And you are thinking, I'll kill Indra. How can you kill him? Hmm? So you cannot kill Indra.
Mm.
Yes, it is true. Indra has done very disturbing thing. Hmm? And he has done great disruption in sacrifice. If you forgive Indra, Prithu,
Mm.
you will be the most famous person. You will be famous for performing 99 sacrifices.
Mm.
In this way, 99 becomes greater than 100.
Yeah.
Because by performing the 100th sacrifice, you are going to get the position of Indra, which is far more less than liberation.
Mm.
You will be caught up in getting a position of Indra.
Mm. Mm.
But I know you are not doing the sacrifices to become Indra. You want liberation, isn't it? You want to get out of the cycle of birth and death.
Mm.
So if you just forgive and show your compassion, Krishna will be pleased and you will be attaining the perfection of your life. And if you do the 100th one by
Mm.
killing Indra, and then you'll be caught up in this world, which is not your desire. So you will become more famous in this world
Mm.
by performing 90, and you will also attain something more than what Indra has got.
Mm.
So 99 is more perfect
Mm.
than 100. Now you say, I've taken a vow to do the sacrifice. Don't worry.
Mm.
Ultimately, sacrifices are done for getting blessings, isn't it? I give my blessings.
Mm.
What is the blessing? The blessing which Brahma gives is 99 is superior to 100.
Mm.
And he told, anyway, it's all not necessary for all of you. Chant and be happy. Brahma told that.
You're going to say something else, Maharaj?
Yeah, he goes on, Brahma goes on instructing. You see, the Indra, you are also Supreme Lord. Indra is also Supreme Lord in different sense. Your Shaktavesh avatar is a Vibhuti of the Lord. One is
Mm.
Shaktavesh, other is Indra is Vibhuti.
Mm.
Prithu is Shaktavesh.
Mm.
Vibhuti and Shaktavesh, the difference is Vibhuti is, uh, uh, is material and Shaktavesh is spiritual.
Mm.
So you becoming angry on Indra is actually becoming angry on yourself.
Mm.
So this is what Brahma summarizes everything.
So Maharaj, trying to process all the things Brahma has said and what you are explained now. See, from Prithu Maharaj's perspective, Maharaj, it makes perfect sense. You be the bigger one, you be the more magnanimous one. Okay, he did whatever he did, but you are flexible, you are not rigid like him, you are not stubborn like him. So you let go, you forgive him, all that is fine. But for Indra, what happened, right? I mean, he introduced so many things, he did so many mistakes, such grave mistakes, introduced apasampradayas. He stooped down so low, and for him, we are going to say he is Bhagavat Tanu, he is the body of the Lord, just let him go. Of course, he reforms later, but just this whole section, from Pruthu's point of view, it is easy to process, but from Indra's point of view, I mean, nothing happened to him from Brahma's side.
Yeah, because we have a material calculation, we think like that. Brahma clearly told Prithu that you're going to get a higher destination, the liberation.
Yes.
So both are in a different level altogether
Mm-hmm.
because the desires are different.
Yeah.
So that is why the word success has to be redefined.
Yes. Yeah.
So for Indra, success is to be Indra.
Mm-hmm.
For Prithu, success is to just not to take birth again. So though they have different examination. So there is no comparison. That is what Brahma is saying. Don't compare. Why you want to compare? Because both of your results are different. Your desires are different. Destinations are different. No comparison.
Okay. So it's very interesting. Brahma did not reject Indra, but like you said, he has a broader vision and he creates a situation where Indra gets reformed anyway. So ultimately. So from Prithu's point of view, Maharaj, it takes a lot of spiritual maturity and submissiveness. He did not even negotiate. He didn't say anything. He just said, okay. I mean, how somebody can be like so? I mean, Prithu is Prithu, but how we can follow in his footsteps and have this level of submissiveness to the quote unquote authorities' advice.
When you have a higher goal.
Hmm.
When you have a higher goal, then you'll be submissive.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a higher goal, if the same goal, then fight. Isn't it? So when you have a higher goal, then when your higher goal is renunciation, liberation, bhakti, then all these things become insignificant. You may say Brahma did not give justice, he was cheating. The biggest cheater is Krishna. When Krishna cheated Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was so happy looking at Indra. Indra was so happy. And he looked at Krishna and told, Krishna, you are thinking that you cheated me or what? People are thinking that Krishna cheated me. Actually, you did not cheat me. You cheated Indra.
Yeah.
He is bound by the modes of mental existence. You bound me with your love. Now,
Wow, that's amazing.
that's what Bali Maharaj said.
Yeah.
So, in what perspective he thinks and what is your desire? That's what is the most important thing. He got that, I got this. What is all this?
Yeah. Bhagavatam is definitely mind blowing. Like you said, we have to redefine success. Bhagavatam does that time and again. It redefines victory and defeat, it redefines success and failure. Like Vritrasura, Indra's case also, like just now you said Vamana Dev, Bali Maharaj, Indra's pastime, and here Prithu versus Indra. Yeah, it's really amazing. So Maharaj, does submissiveness always come in this form, just like Prithu did? Not even a word, always yes? Not necessarily, isn't it? Submissiveness can take other shapes and forms also.
Yes, yes. Can take many forms depending on your desire. It all depends on what your desire, what you want to achieve. So Prithu Maharaj submissiveness because is defined based on what he wants to achieve. He wants to achieve something higher. That is what is found in next chapter.
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. So, Maharaj, jumping to the next chapter now. Did you want to say anything else, Maharaj, before we go to the next chapter?
No.
Okay. So, transitioning into 20th chapter, Lord Vishnu's appearance in the sacrificial arena of Maharaj Prithu. Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavanapi Vaikuntah Sakam Magavata Vibhuhu Yajnairyagnapatistushto Yajna Bhuktam Abhashata. The great sage Maitreya continued, My dear Vidura, being very much satisfied by the performance of 99 horse sacrifices, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu appeared on the scene. Accompanying him was King Indra. Lord Vishnu then began to speak. So, Maharaj, looks like Lord Vishnu was more satisfied with the sacrifice of Prithu's ambition more than the sacrifice that he was actually performing. So, we also say, what do we want? We want to please Guru and Krishna. So, what exactly pleases Krishna and Guru?
Your divine qualities.
Hmm.
That's what pleases Krishna.
Hmm.
So, in spite of Indra committing such a horrible, heinous crime, Prithu Maharaj made friendship with Indra.
Yes. Yeah.
The same person whom he wanted to kill.
Hmm.
Okay, friend, chalo.
What is it that Prithu Maharaj?
And
Yeah, yes,
the
ma'am.
Lord brought Indra.
Yes,
He brought him. He's going to come in the story.
yes, yes.
And then he did the sandhi. And he starts giving instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Maharaj, just now you said somebody who he wanted to kill, but he made friendship with him. How can one go from there to here? What quality did Prithu Maharaj have that enabled this happen? I mean, that enabled this.
Interestingly, Krishna, he told Prithu Maharaj, Shamyapayata Atmanam. So now he is begging forgiveness. Because he is begging forgiveness, he is fit to be given forgiveness. He is fit to be forgiven.
Hmm.
Anybody begs forgiveness, he becomes fit to be forgiven.
Wow.
So, dharma, that is dharma.
Mhm.
In Ramayana, when Sugriva caught hold of, took shelter of Rama, Rama tell your story. He told the entire story. He told, I was not knowing my brother Vali was alive. I became the king.
Mhm.
Then all of a sudden Vali came, I went and fell at his feet and told, forgive me. But still he did not forgive me. Then Lord Rama, did you beg forgiveness? Yes, I forgive. I cried. But he
Mm.
still wanted to kill me. He took away my wife. Then Lord Ram told, okay, I'll take care. That means Wali is dead.
Mm.
Because committing a mistake is not a mistake.
Mhm.
Bigger than the mistake is not to accept that mistake.
Mm.
Bigger than not to accept the mistake is not begging forgiveness.
Mm. Oh.
Bigger than not begging forgiveness is not to forgive
Oh.
when begged for forgiveness.
Oh my God.
The biggest mistake is that.
Oh. Wow. Mm. So, Maharaj, in the interest of time, of course, now the Lord is going to speak to Prithu, and it's quite philosophical actually. He talks about soul, body, super soul, and all this. So, I'm not getting into all the verses. We'll get into Prithu Maharaj's prayers in a bit. But if you can, in a gist, tell what is the Lord speaking to Maharaj Prithu here?
In summary, Krishna is telling Prithu that you are a self-realized soul.
You are a self-realized soul.
The quality of a self-realized person is Samaha, Samaha, Samano Tama Madhyamadhama. So you are equal in both happiness and distress. So you treat high, middle, and low, all kinds of living entities. So you know that now here you have Indra.
Mm.
You Indra, who is very low, but still treat him as high.
Mm.
So you are given the power by me to rule the world. I am protecting the whole population through you. And it is my order that a father treats the citizens in the same way you are supposed to treat every citizen the same. See, Prithu, if you engage your citizens in piety, then you'll get 1/6 of it.
Mm.
If you don't engage them in piety, you'll get 1/6 of the sin. You'll suffer for it.
Mm.
So do your duty of dharma. So you can only execute dharma when you are neutral. And neutrality is in you because you are beyond the identification of the body.
Mm.
And you're able to see that I am there in everybody's heart.
Mm.
And that's actual sacrifice.
Yeah.
To see me in heart, that is called actual sacrifice.
Mm.
That is why Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Sarvam Gignacharam Karma Jnane Parismapyate. All sacrifices end in knowledge, Purcha.
Mm.
The knowledge that I am not this body, I am spirit, soul, and Krishna is there in his heart.
Mm.
That is the essence
Wonderful.
of all teachings given by Krishna
Mm.
to Prithu Maharaj. That is why Krishna has been addressed as a Guruna, Loka Guruna. He is a guru of the entire world.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Maharaj, there are so many amazing prayers that come throughout Bhagavatam. And many a times you have said how prayers are the essence of a certain pastime. And now we are about to discuss the prayers of Maharaj Prithu. So each devotee has their own mood in which they are praying. Kunti Maharani has her flavor, Gajendra has his flavor. So, what is the flavor? What is the mood? What is the beauty, the speciality, uniqueness of Maharaj Prithu's prayers that he is about to offer now to the Lord?
The speciality of the prayers is you can be a king only when you are eager to hear about Krishna.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Mm.
That is why in these prayers, Prithu Maharaj had one very special prayer.
Yeah.
What is that prayer? Uh,
You're referring to the 24th?
Samuttama-shloka-mahanmukachyuto bhavatpadamboja-sudhaka-karnanila smritim punar-vismrutya tava vartmanam yoginam no vitaratyalam varai. So I have only one desire, that I want to have association of devotees.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do in the association of devotees, I'm going to hear. The topics here, Mahan Bukachyuto, which is using out of the mouth of the great devotees. Bhavat Padamboja Sutha Kananila. So the nectar of your lotus feet. That is what I require. That is what I want.
Mm.
So this is what is the desire of Prithu Maharaj.
Mm.
I just want this and nothing else.
Mm.
Mukachyutaha. Yeah.
So very nice, Maharaj. You got to that verse. Just tracing back a little bit. So Prithu Ruvacha, so he's saying, I don't want liberation, I don't want heavenly planet. Everybody will be, most of the people will be happy if they have a place of residence, maybe a couple of other houses, rental income, one wife, two children, one dog. They will be very happy taking 2 vacations in a year. But here in Bhagavatam, we see over and over again, Dhruva is telling, I don't want. Here, Prithu is telling, I don't want heaven, I don't want liberation. Instead, he's saying, give me millions of years to hear your katha. What is so wonderful about Krishna katha? Everybody is like, I want to hear your glories, I want to hear your glories. Give me millions of years, and I want to hear. And even this sloka that you quoted, they have these devotees, they have Krishna in their heart, and the saffron particles from the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord is coming out of their mouth and sprinkling on all the listeners. So please highlight this, Maharaj, emphasize more on this.
Parandrishtva nivartate.
Mm.
So why they say I don't want this? Not because they're disgusted out of it. You know that is disgust only.
Mm.
Because they have a higher taste. So what else can be better than hearing about Krishna?
Mm.
So there are many rich people who have, as you're told, somebody having a wife, a job, house, rental income, dog, and whatever it may be. Such people who are already they have this thing, they come and hear 2 hours of lecture in our temple. Why they should do that?
Yeah.
That means they're getting some special taste. That is why they are here. Why they should come?
Yeah.
Why you should come and sit? So when you get the taste in it, all the other things you become disgusted of all these things. They're not fools. Many devotees are there. They are the examples. Every devotee is an example of this higher taste. That is why those few hearing this conversation, Pariprashna, why they are here? Why they have some taste.
Yeah.
So they gave up other things because of higher taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was especially relishing Maharaj in the next few verses where he's kind of jovial in the way he's talking to the Lord about competition between him and Mother Lakshmi. So I'll just quote that. My dear highly glorified Lord, if one in the association of pure devotees hears even once the glories of your activities, he does not, unless he is nothing but an animal, give up the association of devotees, for no intelligent person would be so careless as to leave their association. The perfection of chanting and hearing about your glories was accepted even by the goddess of fortune, who desired to hear of your unlimited activities and transcendental glories. So now he is expressing his wish. What does he want? Now I wish to engage in the service of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and to serve just like the goddess of fortune who carries a lotus flower in her hand because his lordship, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. But now he's joking. I'm afraid that the goddess of fortune and I would quarrel because both of us would be attentively engaged in the same service. And very nice now he's saying, my dear Lord of the universe, the goddess of fortune Lakshmi is the mother of the universe, and yet I think that she may be angry with me because of my intruding upon her service and acting on that very platform to which she is so much attached. Yet I am hopeful that even though there is some misunderstanding, you will take my part, for you are very much inclined to the poor and you always magnify even insignificant service unto you. Therefore, even though she becomes angry, I think that there is no harm for you because you are so self sufficient that you can do without her. This is so wonderful, Maharaj, the way he's praying to the Lord. At least I don't think I've seen such prayer until now in Bhagavatam, this kind of comparison. So I want to hear a little bit more from you, Maharaj, on the way he's praying here.
Yes. अपि अवयोरेकपदे स्पृद्धौ किलै न स्यात् कृतत्वचरणैकतानयोः. Now there is a competition. There is a quarrel between Lakshmi performing bhakti, then he remembers, I had a quarrel with Indra while performing karma, isn't it?
Yeah.
The same way, will there be some competition between us? Then, in serving our master, because both of us are serving the same master,
Mm.
actually, there will be no competition, there will be no quarrel, don't worry about it.
Mm.
We'll be engaged in serving your lotus feet. So, in this way, he thinks of that and it says that when there's a quarrel, if at all there's a quarrel, you support me. You take my
That
side.
is so sweet.
don't take the side of Lakshmi now.
Yeah. Mm.
Because she may become angry
Yeah.
that in the competition I may desire her service.
Mm.
Now, it is your nature to take the side of the person who is dainya.
Mm.
So, since I have you on my side,
Yeah.
he is very confident. He says, Saeva dishnati abhiratasya kim taya.
Mm-hmm.
Then what is the use of Lakshmi? So in this way, he goes on contemplating.
Yeah.
Here she becomes angry. I do not fear anger
Mm.
because I have your power.
Yeah.
Because it is your nature to show mercy unto those people who are dainya or dina,
Mm-hmm.
very humble.
Mm-hmm.
So since I am very humble and dina, I'm not as great as her. That is why you will show mercy unto me.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have your mercy, I don't have to be afraid of her anger.
Yeah. Very nice. And how nicely he's telling, even if she becomes angry, anyway, you are self-sufficient. You can do without her, no problem. So finally, Maharaj, after such wonderful prayers in this 31st shloka, my Lord, due to your illusory energy, all living beings in this material world have forgotten their real constitutional position. And out of ignorance, they are always desirous of material happiness in the form of society, friendship, and love. Therefore, please do not ask me to take some material benefits from you, but as a father not waiting for the son's demand, does everything for the benefit of the son, please bestow upon me whatever you think best for me. So, how nicely saying, please bestow upon me whatever you think best for me. How can we even start moving in this direction, Maharaj? The way he is praying finally, you are my father and you know what is best for me. How can we have this level of surrender and faith and love and devotion? Like Krishna knows what is best, whatever happens, let it happen. How can we even start moving in this direction like Maharaj Prithu?
By hearing about him, simple.
This is so amazing. Yeah.
There's no way. Go on hearing,
Mhm.
thinking of him.
Yeah. Very nice. So, Maharaj, in conclusion, any essential things that we have not touched upon but we need to glean from this whole pastime?
Mm. Yeah, Maharaj Prithu's prayers are the perfect
Yeah.
conclusion. There's no other conclusion other than the words of Prithu Maharaj.
Mm. So, I'm in so much awe of Maharaj Prithu. I mean, as I was reading for the session, but even as you were explaining, there were so many aha moments. Is like, wow, this point, that point. Like when you talked about him comparing his service to Mother Lakshmi's, and there might be a quarrel. I had no idea. I never thought of you bringing. Already there was a quarrel between him and Indra. So that was an interesting dot that got connected. So for someone like me who at such a low level and someone Prutu, we can only look up to him. He's so far away, like really, really high. So what can we do to really imbibe these lessons? and purify our heart and gain some more love for Krishna, just like these amazing devotees have in their heart.
When you engage in service, you'll find all these experiences. So then you apply.
Yeah.
So here in Bhagavatam is, I should not say theory, but service is the place where you experience and get the opportunity to apply those things.
Yes. Beautiful. In spite of him being so exalted, why is he a performer in the mode of goodness? Isn't he like already beyond that?
Yeah. Initially he was like that. He was more interested in duty. Yeah.
Okay.
But later on, like Daksha, like that. Dhruv Maharaj, what happened? Same thing.
Okay. Very nice, Maharaj. So Maharaj, in this pastime, with all due respect to Indra, but he still went low. So our slogan for the Brahmastra segment is going to be, when they go low, we go high. So in this pastime, we saw Indra going low by introducing Apadharmas and all that. But Prithu took the high road and he made friendship and he forgave Indra. So similarly, I am going to give you about a dozen different names from Shastras who quote unquote went low. And in that context, you should give me who went high in that pastime. Okay, Maharaj? So when Shishupala went low, who went high?
Shipala went low, Krishna went high.
Very good, yeah. When Kadru went low,
Satrupa. No, what is it?
Garuda's mother.
Garuda, Vinita.
Yes, correct. Very good. So Kadru went low, Vinuta went high. Very nice. Since you quoted Bali Maharaj's pastime, who actually Vamana Dev cheated and all that, when Shukracharya went low by telling Bali, don't give him, he's actually Vishnu, then who went high?
Bali Maharaj went high.
Yes, absolutely. When Yayati went low in wanting to exchange his old age, who went high?
Yadu.
Ah, very good. I thought you may say Puru, but I'm very happy that you said Yadu instead of Puru. Very nice. Although Yadu said, no, I will not give, he had a good reason. Very good. When Satrajit went low by accusing the Supreme Lord that he stole Shamantakamani,
Krishna went high.
Krishna is always going high. When, with no due disrespect to Parvati Devi, when she went low by pronouncing a curse, who went high?
Chitraketu.
Yes, amazing. When Rukmi went low, but I'm not talking about Rukmini Devi's wedding, but Rukmi went low. This, I think it was Aniruddha's wedding. That time, Rukmi and Balram had a dice game, and Rukmi actually clearly lost, but he still said, no, no, I won. So when Rukmi went low, who went high?
Balaram.
Yes. When Shrungi went low by cursing.
Parikshit.
When King Kaushika went low by wanting to steal the
Vashishta.
Kamadev. Yes, very good. Yeah. When Daksha went low, who went high?
Shiva.
When Kaikeyi went low,
Lord Ram.
yeah. When Ashwatthama went low by not once but twice releasing Brahmastra.
Uttara.
Did
Draupadi.
Draupadi, yeah. Last but not the least, this is the Draupadi's Vastrapaharana Sandarbha. So when Dushasana, one of the brothers of Duryodhana, went low by doing this act of trying to hold her hair, grab her hair and this thing, who was the other brother of Duryodhana who went high at the same time?
Other brother of Duryodhana.
Yeah, who opposed this heinous act. The only brother who opposed.
I forgot, maybe.
Yeah, Vikarna, I think. Vikarna, I think. So yeah, when Dushasana went low, Vikarna went high. So thank you, Maharaj. Wonderful. I asked more than 12 also. So Maharaj, can you give some practical advice how we can also go high like Prithu Maharaj?
When you have a great desire to go high and achieve Krishna Prem, that is the only goal.
Nice.
Higher goal, go higher.
Yes.
Higher
Yes.
desire, extreme desire for a higher goal.
Yes. Wonderful. Very nice. Thank you, Maharaj. And my practical experience, Maharaj, in going high recently, it was not something major or something. It was a small decision I had to make. So I instinctively felt I wanted to act a certain way. But instead of acting impulsively, there was just one question that came to my mind. What would Maharaj do in this situation? And clearly, from what I know of you, I knew what exactly you would do, which was very different from what I would have done. So I think then immediately I went that route. So for me, from practical experience, what I'm seeing is when we have somebody who is at a higher level than us and we are looking up to them, so naturally that also takes us to a higher level. So thank you so much for being such a wonderful role model. That one question, what I asked, like what would Maharaj do, immediately took me from a lower consciousness to a slightly higher consciousness, although it was a small thing. So I'm sure things like that, although small, will act up and help us lead in bigger situations also. So thank you so much, Maharaj, for unpacking these pastimes and giving us so much food for thought and so many dots that are getting connected and so many wonderful lessons. So eternally grateful, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Very, very grateful to you. So, Hare Krishna, everyone. So, this was our brief discussion on the chapters 19 and 20 of Canto 4 of Srimad Bhagavatam. I hope Maharaj Prithu's pastime was as inspirational to you as we are also drawing inspiration from him. So, Maharaj Prithu's pastime will come to a conclusion in the next episode. So, we will witness how he and his glorious wife Archi, both of them are going to go back home, back to Godhead. But before that, we will also see what instructions he's going to give to his citizens and how he is going to receive some wonderful instructions from the four Kumaras. So, all that and more coming up next Saturday. So, don't go anywhere. Stay stuck to Pariprashna episode after episode, week after week. So, we will see you very soon. Until then, as always, stay Krishna conscious and stay inquisitive. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.